Tapi kita scared sebab tak ada security. How do we bridge the gap between job security and entrepreneurship? Macam mana kita nak gabungkan to make it as low risk as possible, supaya you boleh become a business owner tapi you still ada some kind of security. That's what we are here about. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I would like to introduce you to the AIA Elite Academy. AIA Elite Academy ni, when it was launched, it was a very big thing. And AIA Elite Academy, they invested 200 juta ringgit for this program to set it up, to set up the platform, to get the trainers, to get the whole system moving, just to create this. Because this program, what they wanted to do is they nak cari a lot of talents in the market. Because it turns out that actually there's so many people who are talented in the market, cuma tak pernah terfikir pun pasal this business. I'll give you a bit of history about my industry, kan? We're talking about 20-30 years ago, kebanyakan orang yang start this business, yang buat insurance adalah orang yang buat part-time. Ramai yang ex-teachers ke, ex-bankers ke, macam tu, diorang buat sebagai part-time, dia nak try sebab diorang tak boleh nak tinggalkan macam tu saja. And I don't know if you guys know pasal commission structure insurance industry, tapi insurance industry punya structure, dia bayar commission selama 6 tahun. Alright? So kalau I jumpa satu klien, I dapat close case, I akan dapat commission daripada klien tu selama 6 tahun. Total commission dia lebih daripada 100%. Because kita bukan je bayar sekali saja. Kalau let's say you jual satu produk kan, you jual one product, dan you dapatlah margin dia, tak tahulah 10% ke 20% ke, habislah kan. Tapi when it comes to insurance, bila you jual, klien tu bukan je bayar sekali saja. Dia bayar bulan-bulan kali, and most of the time it's like for the entire life. That's why margin dia sangat besar. So that's why orang boleh dapat over 100% of value. So contohnya dia bayar 500 sebulan. Setahun nilai dia 6,000 kan. Selepas 6 tahun, you akan dapat lebih daripada 6,000 daripada that case. Padahal you spend time dengan dia sejam saja. Just to share in that situation kan masa tu. So, it is a very lucrative new career, tapi orang zaman dulu, dia tak boleh nak just quit and start macam tu. Sebab dia still nak kena kerja and dapat income, lepas tu buat sebagai part-time. Selepas tahun kedua, tahun ketiga, bila income dia dah banyak, boleh support, barulah dia quit, lepas tu dia buat full-time. Sebab kalau kita commission 6 tahun, maksudnya, kalau tahun kedua, kita dapat double income lah. Tahun pertama punya renewal dengan tahun kedua new business. Kalau 4 tahun, first, second, third year punya renewal, tahun keempat punya new business. So kalau 6 tahun, akan sangat banyak lah. Kan sebab dia compound 6 tahun punya commission. So that's why these people tu, they start part-time, lepas 3-4 tahun baru dia boleh buat. But of course, bila part-time, bukan semua orang boleh support, bukan semua orang boleh manage, so dia tak boleh. So that's why AIA created the AIA Elite Academy, sebab dia fikir, kalau ada ramai orang yang ada talent kat sana, orang yang sesuai yang boleh buat benda ni very well, and the only issue is, first of all, dia ada commitment. Dia nak kena bayar bill tiap bulan. Tak kisahlah you cakap dengan dia, just trust me lah. You know, tahun depan kau punya income 5 figures. Tapi bulan depan, dia tak tahu macam mana nak beli susu anak. Dia tak tahu macam mana nak bayar groceries. Dia pun tak kisah apa you cakap. Because they still need to care about their livelihood. So the first thing that AIA wanted to tackle was, dari segi commitment, monthly commitment yang orang kena bayar. So that's why dia ada the monthly punya bonuses, which I will share kejap lagi. The second big thing is, kalau orang tak faham apa dia buat, if they have no knowledge about it, they have no intention of, or like, exposure to it, diorang pun tak boleh nak buat. Tak kisahlah you pay how much, if they don't understand it, they're not going to be able to sell it. So that's why the second thing that AIA invest a lot on is on training. Before they launch this thing, they had different versions of this program. Tapi Elite Academy ni yang the latest, yang paling strong. Dia ada hire so many trainers in order for us to support that. Kita boleh recruit orang ni nationwide. Contohnya, I ada agents in different states right now. Kita ada agent dekat Sarawak, ada agent dekat Sungai Petani, ada agent dekat Sabah. So, it is possible for us to do that sebab apa? Infrastructure ni, they built it already nationwide for us to be able to do that, right? So, that's why it's something yang powerful and they had to invest a lot. First thing is commitment. Second thing is dari segi training untuk make sure that kita dah bagi peluang pada orang yang dah ada some experience ni. Better we ajar dia orang elok-elok kan. So, this is part of the things lah. They want to invest in the best people sebab dia tahu yang ada ramai orang yang boleh buat. And you know what, dulu insurance industry ni is something yang orang nampak macam kau dah tak ada pilihan lah, you know, dah tak ada pilihan, kau dah apply kerja tak dapat apa-apa, okay lah, terpaksa jual lah insurance lah, macam tu. And that's what it used to be like, that's what people used to see it as, you know, which is unfortunate, and that's something that actually makes me sad lah, sebab I dah faham, dah kerja for insurance company, and that's why for me, one of the big things that I want to do is I want to show that sebenarnya this is a professional career. This industry, what I do has been disrespected for way too long. Sebab apa kita buat ni sangat-sangat penting. Sangat penting. So many people punya life is transformed. Banyak family yang terselamat. You know, banyak orang yang couldn't have afford dia punya bills, kita dapat tolong. Kan? Tapi it's because of the way that it was structured tu, it's been disrespected for too long. So what we want to do here is we want to professionalize this career. Kita nak tunjuk yang this thing is something of a lot of value, and that's why Elite Academy is a great partner for us. I'm so thankful that kita ada a great partner dengan AIA. So they invest in the right people yang mana from all these different industries to come in and start a career with this. So that's why dalam Catalyst kita ada people from very diverse punya background. I'll show them to you in a little bit. But we have people from the investment banker of 10 years, architect of 9 years. Kita ada like engineers, kita ada bankers. We even have a doctor in the team as well. We have a lawyer in the team. People who are used to be business owners. Sangat-sangat diverse. Orang who are not here because they have no choice. Orang yang ada degree, not that you need to have a degree, tapi diorang pun ada banyak pilihan, tapi they choose to be here. Why? Because they have a bigger reason to. They want to start a business in a sustainable way. So these are the things that AIA invest in. Financing scheme, kita ada teknologi sekarang ni, especially with this whole COVID scenario, kita dah tak perlu jumpa orang in person anymore. I start business pun, this is the main thing. Bila kita ada iPad, I just buat Zoom ke, bila client tu dah understand, I just send a link, diorang tangkap gambar IC, submit, settle, lepas tu buat payment, all done. I don't even have to leave the house anymore. Alhamdulillah, now everything is digital. So a lot of things that have been invested on. And in terms of career path, tadi saya cakap kan, pasal when you start a business, you're not so sure. What's the next step? What's the next level? Apa yang kena buat? But why I love it over here is, dia nak tunjukkan the chart. That's why for me, my advantage was dulu I kerja insurance company. So I tolong agents, advise diorang, macam mana diorang nak go to the next level. Macam mana, what is the next step? So that's why bila I masuk dekat sini, my hikmah dia ialah, I dapat the advantage of tahu what is the game. And I know the game over here is about getting promoted. That's why I was able to get promoted very quickly. So bila kita dah faham benda tu, kita dah ada a career path, orang hanya ikut and they can go on. You can become a personal producer, which is the life planner punya route kat kiri tu, ataupun become a leader punya route. But in Catalyst, kita memang sangat-sangat have a high promotional culture. We want people to get promoted quickly because nobody wants to be a salesperson forever. Masa kita baru start, bolehlah kita cari client, dia jumpa orang and all that. But after a certain point, of course, you pun nak ada time freedom. You pun nak ada financial freedom. So kalau you dah 30 tahun, you dah so many years, still doing the same thing, itu bukan freedom namanya. That's why we suka nak untuk promote people to get promoted very quickly. And that is something that I'm very happy to have in the team, right? So this is the program that I was talking about. So there's 3 levels now. Last time we used to be just 2. So kita ada Elite Pro, where you have to at least have a diploma and above. Kalau you ada 3 years work experience and you are between 25 to 45 years old, you boleh be part of the Elite Pro ni, where dia akan bayar 4,000 to 9,000 a month. And semua ni adalah bonus on top of commission. Tadi saya cakap pasal 6 years commission kan? Semua tu jalan seperti biasa, tapi AIA invest duit lebih ni lagi sebab dia tahu dia nak kena tolong orang tu bayar dia punya monthly commitments. Alright, so to give you the example, macam mana nak dapat 9,000 sebulan tu, simple, you just kena cari 4 orang, lebih kurang 4 orang yang bayar 500 sebulan. Kalau you jumpa one person, husband and wife dia, 500. Okay, then you jumpa another person, Dalam sebulan tu, you settle 4 orang yang bayar 500, lebih kurang 500 sebulan, you akan dapat RM9,000. On top of that, you akan dapat the commission lagi. So the commission ni depends on the product. Ada yang 20%, ada yang 35%, 40%. So it depends on what you sell. But let's say it's 25%. The target is from that target tu, dia punya commission lebih kurang dekat RM5,000 kalau orang tu bayar setahun. So kalau the first month you settle that target, jumpa 4 orang tu, you akan dapat RM9,000 campur RM5,000. That's 14K for your first month punya payment. Alright, that's if you settle the target. And dia ada tier lah. If you do a lower tier, case yang lebih kecil, you akan dapat between 4,000 ataupun 5,000 ataupun 7,000 ataupun 9,000. 9,000 the highest. The next tier is Elite, which is for diploma and above juga. 2 tahun work experience, between 25 to 40 years old. Ni adalah 2,000 atau 3,000. Kalau you nak dapat 3,000 tu, lagi senang. Yang ni you cuma kena cari 3 orang yang bayar RM250 sebulan. You jumpa husband and wife, 200.5, medical card 1. Wife dia 200.5, medical card 1. Lepas tu you jumpa another appointment, lagi 200.5. Settle target. Dia boleh any combination lah. Kalau ada orang yang bayar 100 pun boleh juga. Asalkan total dia sampaikan the target tu. But nak senang kira, nak tunjuk you, 3 orang yang bayar 200.5, you dapat RM3,000, On top of that, you dapat commission lagi. You can take from the first month itself. Kalau dia bayar setahun, 6,000 is possible. 5-6,000 is possible for you when you reach that target, right? And this is something new. Baru je launch tahun ni, January tahun ni. Dia orang introduce lagi satu tier, which is Elite Light. Sebab dulu dia hanya nak cari full-timers. Tapi dia faham sekarang ni dalam situasi ni, situasi COVID, ramai orang yang tak ada kerja, ramai orang cari peluang untuk make extra income atau find a new career. So AI introduce Elite Light untuk SPM and above sahaja. Age between 20 to 50 years old pun boleh join. Part-time is welcome. Alright, so yang ni dia punya target is, dia punya payout is 500 a month. Dia punya requirements tu, you just kena cari 2 orang yang bayar RM125 sebulan. So that's like a cheap medical card lah. A simple medical card, RM125 tu boleh dapat lah. So if you jumpa, again, husband and wife. Husband RM125, cheap medical card. Wife pun sama juga. So dah settle the target, you akan dapat RM500, and on top of that, commission dapat as per normal. Right, so this one for me is like when they launched it, I was like, wow, so simple for us to get RM500, and you can do it as a part-time. So this is something yang ramai, a lot of people joining us right now from this. But the main intention is diorang nak bagi peluang untuk diorang experience the career, and if it makes sense for them, the big thing here kalau you boleh baca bawah tu is opportunity to join Elite Pro or Elite within 3 months. Kalau you finish complete dia punya target, dalam masa 3 bulan, you dah boleh masuk dah Elite Pro atau Elite. In fact, kalau you settle dalam masa sebulan pun you dah boleh masuk Elite Pro atau Elite. So dulu, kalau SPM, I tak ada program macam ni I boleh offer. So ada a few people dulu tanya I, SPM boleh ke tak? So unfortunately, I had to turn them away. But right now, I'm happy to say that even SPM level is able to come in and masuk kepada Elite Pro. Even in SPM pun you can earn 9,000 and with the commission 14,000 macam tadi tu. Alright, so this basically same thing just now, remuneration package for different tiers untuk orang-orang yang berbeza. Alright, so it just depends on who you are and what suits you best. The intention is to give you the money that you can kickstart you punya business. Macam ni lah yang kita cakap, start a business without risk. With a lower risk, because kalau you start another business, let's say lah, banyak orang dia punya idea of marketing is dia buka kedai, dia beritahu for a few people and then dia doa lah orang datang. But over here, you know you're going to do the business. So what we do is, sebelum masuk pun kita ada onboarding punya training, kita ada orientation, so that you dah ada some knowledge, you dah boleh start approaching orang. Mungkin you punya own case pun akan kira juga for this thing, your own family punya case pun kira juga for this thing, right? So you dah start jumpa, you start approach your friends and family and all that. You are the already people who are already wanting to become your client. So bila you masuk, you just submit sahaja, definitely you're going to get that money for the first month. So that's why I say it's low risk. It's something that you boleh cover even before you masuk. So that's why in terms of that, it is an ability to start a business without much capital and then already get paid even 5 figures in the first month, right? So talking about the career path tadi, that's why for us, we believe in getting promoted as fast as possible here in Catalyst. Sebab kita nak orang naik, sebab it's okay. Biar dia naik jadi manager, dan dari situ dia pun boleh ada earn extra income, because masa kita baru start, yes, kita belajar banyak benda, tapi bila jadi manager adalah kita punya responsibility untuk ajar orang lain to get to their dreams, to get to whatever goals that they want. So this is an average annual income. Semua average yang you nampak tadi ni kat bawah ni bukannya on top, semua ni adalah bukan including yang Elite Academy tadi tu. So kalau you masuk Elite Academy punya 9,000 ke 3,000 tu semua tu on top of this, extra. So ni average yang dia dah tengok income daripada agent-agent yang kita ada dekat AIA. So on average is what they can earn. But I will say this is like a modest punya estimate lah. Sebab I know people who definitely earn way more than this, you know. Our district managers at least, we earn more than this, you know. So this is something yang very much possible for people to achieve. I see this happen all the time. But this is an average yang you boleh expect for people to earn. So a unit manager earning 20k a month tu sangat-sangat normal. A district manager earning 30k a month, very normal. Some of them who do very well, they earn 6-7 million a year, and all of these things is part of the whole renewal thing. You boleh imagine kalau you ada ramai agent yang continuously ada case yang orang bayar setiap bulan, and then commission dia 6 tahun lagi. That's why it can be so much, you know. So that's why insurance agents, orang selalu ada perspektif sama ada lah insurance agent ke, ataupun wow, insurance agent mesti kaya. Dia sangat drastic dia punya perception tu, macam insurance agent ataupun wow, you know. And the wow ones are usually the ones yang understand the game to get promoted and all that. And this is what I love about it. Sebagai seorang business owner, I dah faham dah jalan mana nak pergi, I just ikut sahaja apa yang telah diletakkan depan mata, right? So I want to tell you more about the team. I want to tell you about Catalyst Group. I'm very proud. Catalyst itself, the word means someone or something that causes a big change. Maksudnya, ada orang yang come in and they want to make a difference. They want to make something better. So that's what I believe in. Like I said, this industry has been disrespected for way too long. So I want to professionalize this industry. Sebab I nampak, dulu I kerja corporate. And I saw this compensation structure, cara dia bayar kat sini is amazing. And I thought, if I were to bring the corporate structure, run it like a proper business, buat kat sini dengan, with the discipline, with the whole structure, with the whole good look and feel, then it's going to blow. It's going to be fantastic. And Alhamdulillah, that's what we've been getting. Kita banyak attract professionals from various careers, orang from business owners from different punya businesses, and that's something amazing, right? So we are an award-winning $1 million agency established in 2008 with my partner. My partner's been around longer, and team development and growth culture with the core foundation of building meaningful relationships. We believe that the core of business is building meaningful relationships. Kalau you nak be here in the long term, you want to have clients yang going to keep coming back to you, you have to build meaningful relationship. Kalau you nak orang yang loyal dengan you to stay to be your team and grow with you in the long term, it's all about relationship. Building meaningful relationship is not only beautiful, it's not only nice, but it's also the most profitable. When you build meaningful relationships, benda tu akan carry a long way. It is also the most profitable thing to do. That's why we believe in that. We have been successfully developing new agency managers consistently every year. Setiap tahun kita ada a new manager. Because that is part of us. One of our values is leaders. One of our mission is leaders build leaders. So kita nak setiap tahun kita ada new manager yang kita build up. We are home of the first and only AIA Bumi Putra top of the table, the highest recognition in the industry. That is the guy yang pakai yang warna kuning yang belah kiri tu, the sash kuning, nama dia Zaiham. I'll tell you a bit more about him later. But this thing is a huge achievement. I don't know how to say. It's like kalau you guys pernah dengar MDRT, $1 million Round Table, this is an international standard punya recognition. Maksudnya kalau you do sales like every year dia berubah lah, kan dia ada target tu every year, tapi internationally ada target. And if you do sales about lebih kurang, you dapat collect 400,000 setahun, then you akan jadi MDRT. Kalau you buat 3 kali ganda tu, which is about 1.2 million macam tu, you boleh jadi COT, Court of the Table. Kalau you nak jadi TOT, Top of the Table, you kena buat 6 kali ganda MDRT, which is you kena collect lebih kurang 2.4 million. And Zaiham, tahun yang dia become TOT tu, dia punya requirement 2.6 million. And in that year, masa dia masuk, in his first year, he was able to collect 2.6 million untuk jadi top of the table. The first and only. Masa tu, the whole of AIA, 70 lebih tahun, ada less than 10 TOTs, and dia adalah the first Bumi Putra yang dapat achieve this. Right? And so, what I'm trying to say is it because he's so good? Is it because the program is so good ke, Catalyst is so good ke? It is a mix of things. Sometimes bila you ada someone who's a good talent, tapi you give them a different platform, then dia akan succeed kat situ lah. But we give someone with that kind of background, they ada a good platform, they ada a good program yang boleh commit in, and so they're just going to blow up. And so that's exactly him. Dia sangat credit banyak kepada Catalyst, dia banyak credit kepada the program to help him get to that point. So this is a big deal. In fact, dia bukan sahaja AIA champion tahun tu. Pada that year, he was the industry champion. Dalam the whole industry, he was the champion, right? So that was a great achievement. And it just shows that when you have the right talent, you just give them the right platform, inshallah they'll do well. And we are one of the fastest growing online-based and technology-savvy financial services organizations in Malaysia. We do most things online right now, and right now not even a choice, but actually kita dah buat ni even before. We sangat embrace this whole technology. Kita ada system, kita use a cloud punya system to save all of our things, Right now we are having this session online that you can see. And so this is something that we embrace and we're very happy to do so. And what do? Kan? We assist individuals and businesses by identifying their financial risks and objectives. Because every person is different, every business is different. Ada business tu, mungkin dia punya biggest risk ialah coffee machine dia. Sebab coffee machine dia sangat mahal, 20-30 ribu. So kita issue benda tu. Kalau someone else, it could be dia ketua keluarga, wife dia tak kerja. Kalau dia tak ada, then that's it. The whole family dah tak ada duit nak makan. So we identify for individuals and businesses what is their risk. And then the next step is we provide solutions to help our clients manage their financial risk identified and work towards achieving their financial goals. Dan kita tengok apa yang sesuai untuk dia, we offer solutions, and if it makes sense for them, then great. We build meaningful relationships with our clients in order to grow with them and continuously help provide the support and solutions required through the different stages of their lives and our business. And so AIA itself memang ada banyak solution. they try to be like a one-stop center for most financial solutions. We of course give the medicals, the life insurance. They have car insurance, they have fire insurance as normal. All those are under general. We have like employee benefits. AIA is actually the market leader untuk employee benefits. Maksudnya kalau company tu kan dia selalu bagi medical kan untuk staff. Yes, that's something yang kita semua buat. That's something that our group does a lot as well. So that's something that we are able to provide dengan AIA. AIA even boleh bagi a housing loan. AIA ada housing loan yang kita boleh offer to people. So they try to give all of these solutions and be under one-stop center in order to help our clients, right? So talking about building meaningful relationships, apa maksud dia? See, when you're living life, right, you're going to go through different stages. And you know what? Every stage of your life, you must ada some kind of financial need. When you're young, kindergarten, mungkin you can open a bank account. When you're in high school, right, maybe you need a loan to study or whatever, right? When you're in college, maybe you need some other stuff as well. You need different kinds of loans. You need like some credit cards ke apa ke. And then when you start working, you have to have some kind of planning for your tax ke. You think about how to retire, stuff like that. Eventually, you want to buy a house, nak beli kereta kan. Then after that, ada family punya expenses pula. Mungkin anak nak kahwin ke, nak pergi holiday. Finally, you nak retire. So like everyone, in any stage of your life, you must see ada something that you could look at. And so that's how we can grow with our clients. And as we grow with them, their needs will change. And then of course, kita pun akan tolong service dia punya family pula. Because if we have good relationship, takkan nak cari orang baru. Dia kata, call lah my person. So that's how we are able to grow with our clients. And the most beautiful part of it for me is we can pass on to the next generation. So like as we go along, as we go bigger, our kids are going to be around. Diorang pun akan grow up juga. And in our business ni boleh diwarisi. So that means my daughter, I have a daughter. She's only 3.5 years old right now. Eventually, when I build this business, if I can't run it anymore, if I want to retire, if I want to pass it on, I boleh passkan kepada dia. Dia boleh continue run this business. So my daughter can literally jaga the next generation of my clients. Dia boleh jaga the next wave, right? So that's how we can continuously manage our clients and grow with them through the entire life stage. And some of the skills that you master in Aia Elite Academy, right? If like most people yang nak start a business, ada banyak benda yang macam tadi cakap lah, orang dah start business, dia baru sedar, alamak tak tahu ni. So some of the great things that Elite Academy really teaches you is going to be useful for you for the rest of your life. Even though one day you nak start business lain ke, you nak do all kinds of stuff ke, these are the stuff that you will carry with you and they will stay with you as part of your skills, right? So first of all, people networking. Your network is your net worth. Everybody knows that. So when you get into the business, you eventually learn how to network as part of the courses and the ajar, how to meet more people and build a bigger base of people that you know, right? Next is personality development. Of course, kita kena improve mungkin cara kita cakap ke, cara we carry ourselves ke, because it makes a difference when you're in this line. You have an entrepreneurship mindset because you have to start to think about how do I scale, how do I market, how do I manage my clients, You become better at operational stuff, operational excellence. Maybe satu hari nanti bila dah ada banyak sangat clients, you nak hire a staff, tolong manage, After that, you nak appreciate your clients. So operationally, you do all kinds of stuff. You know a lot more about the financial industry and economy because that's something that we learn and we see on a regular basis. Kan? We are more aware of health, lifestyle and wellness through our AIA Vitality proposition. It's one of the AIA punya effort untuk reward people for staying healthy. Tak adalah nak bayar bila dia sakit saja, bila dia mati saja. Tapi bila dia stay healthy pun, we want to reward them. We have that proposition. You learn to recruit. Recruitment skills is the most important thing for if you want to build something big, right? Who is Jack Ma? Jack Ma is someone who's fantastic at recruiting. He famously at the beginning too, they recruit dia punya friends untuk invest in dia punya business, right? So even whatever that you want to do, you need to be able to learn how to attract the right people to come in your organization. You have leadership skills because eventually as you grow, you are the team bawah you and you learn sales and negotiation skills, right? Regardless of whatever you sell, ini adalah something yang sangat penting. You need to be able to sell regardless of whatever it is, Even as simple as, you want to be an architect ke, kan, you nak jadi interior designer ke, you ingatkan benda tu behind the scenes on the computer? No. If you don't have clients, then it doesn't make sense. So that's why all these things are important, something you really carry in. And so, talking about like the next stage, whatever it is, I understand because people have different wants and different needs. And eventually maybe, you want to start something else. And even me, I want to start a business. I ada banyak benda yang nak buat, something that I want to try. But, one thing about this business, you can always have it continue. And regardless of apa yang you buat in the future, benda tu boleh funnelkan kepada you punya insurance business. let's say whatever thing that you do in the future, benda related. Alright, so I'll share with you an interesting story kejap lagi, which is one of my inspiration. You guys stay tuned for that. But I want to tell you first about some of these people that we have on board. These are the people in the video at the beginning tadi tu. So we have Mia over here. She was previously a designer, 8 years as a designer, and memang she didn't feel appreciated. She worked like crazy. The hours was just nuts, and then when she became a mother, memang the whole thing changed. You know, you memang nak spend time with the family. You know, work-life balance makes a lot of sense. You know, that's what you really want. And so she's been here. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, she's going to get promoted to unit manager by next year. Actually, all three of them, inshallah, will get promoted in this January. We have Zaiham over here. Previously, oil and gas. He was already earning 5 figures. He was making good money. But you guys tahu lah, masa tu kan ada some kind of issue dengan oil and gas. So the company was letting him go. But he was from a good company. So memang dia ni sangat valuable. Ramai orang nak hire dia. Banyak orang bagi dia offer. Tapi dia nak cari flexibility at that time. Because his previous job tu, dia ada benda tu. And so, he wanted to be able to replace his 5-figure income. Dan juga, they be able to have that flexibility. And that's what he found under the program. He's doing very well right now. And, you know, inshallah, like I said lah, will be promoted in January. We have Min over here. When she became a mother, that's the important thing for her because she was a makeup artist for 10 years, you know. When it comes to makeup, it's very hard to scale. Kalau you ajar orang makeup, last kali dia orang jadi pandai, dia start business sendiri. They don't want to work for you kan. And so most of the time you have to do it yourself. And kalau let's say you do an event ke, wedding ke apa ke, kalau you sakit hari tu, how? You kena replace pun, people are not going to be happy, but you can't really be sick, right? And then when you do that for a long time, it hurts your back, you know, because you constantly kena buat benda yang tu. And so it's very hard to scale. Your weekends are all gone for your family, for your family semua dah tak ada kan. So that was the thing for her. When she wanted to spend more time with the family, she didn't want to have this crazy schedule anymore. So Aia Elite Academy was a great thing for her. In fact, in her first year, she qualified for 6 trips in 1 year for her when she baru masuk. Alright, so some of the things that we have a glimpse into the life of a catalyst, rewards and celebrations is something that we have regularly. In fact, even when you masuk pun in the first 3 months, if you do well, they give you a free trip already. Coaching and mentoring, sebab we know people yang masuk kat sini memang tak ada exposure. Most of them are new, dia tak faham kan, this is something new for them. So that's why we have to monitor and coach them very closely. We have online meetings and support groups on a regular. We have training and growth, we focus on that. We believe in lifelong learning. Maksudnya, kita kena continuously belajar. The hari yang kita stop belajar adalah hari yang kita akan start to drop. That's just the way that we believe it is. Because everything in life is either growing or dying. If you're not growing, that means you're in the process of dying, right? So we believe in continuously learning, and that's what we do. We focus a lot on our trainings online. We have performance monitoring and tracking, make sure that you're on the right track. And online client consultations, like I said just now, you just do it online. You can have a baby at the back there, but still business can run as per normal. And so about training, like I said, we believe in continuous learning, and so we train like no other. Right, some of the support you'll be receiving from Catalyst is Catalyst New Life Planner Orientation. So bila you masuk pun kita bagi an orientation, then we have a boot camp to be a bit more intensive, teaching you some of the fundamental things that you need to know. We have a weekly town hall that we do, which is like a gathering of everyone. People get the updates. We recognize orang yang do well. Kita ada weekly Monday booster. This one to teach soft skills. We do some role plays, things like that. Weekly product training. Kita nak know more of the products that we have to offer, coaching and mentoring that we do, right? And so from our partners as well, I'm very thankful once again that we have great partners. They provide a lot of trainings for us. When you masuk pun ada first introductory sales training to get you started. Kita ada 2 weeks orientation that they have. All of this is online now. Aviator to get you on the right track. If you're under Elite atau Elite Pro, you boleh masuk Aviator ni terus. And then kita ada weekly sales builder. This is to track you punya activities, some things that you do well. Then kita boleh belajar dengan orang lain yang do well. Weekly morning meet where they invite some of the successful people and share their punya experience. Kita ada this leaders flame, BAMC, PLM, pace setters. All of these courses are to help you become leaders, help develop you to become leaders for your own team. Right? So these are all great platforms that AIA provides to us as well. And so if all this makes sense to you, right? This is the procedure to join. First, if it's something that you want to know more, mungkin you tak clear lagi, some things you want to understand a bit more, you can ask the person that invite you. Tapi kalau you're interested, just tell them, indicate your interest to the person who invited you. You'll just fill up a form, then do some online assessment. You'll have an interview with one of our Catalyst recruitment managers. You register and pass the exam because it is a professional exam. You complete and submit the documents. Ada some things yang I'm going to share, which is the next slide. Final interview for the Elite Academy, and then you get accepted to the program. This is something yang dia ada on a monthly basis. Maksudnya, you akan join based on intake. Dia ada June intake, July intake, August intake, supaya bila orang masuk, dia tahu semua orang baru. Tak adalah you rasa ketinggalan. Everyone is new just like you. So you're able to grow with a batch that is on the same level as you, right? And the documents that you need to have a front and back IC, passport size photo, updated resume, education certificate, TPE ataupun PCL punya exams, which is the exam that you have to take. Proof of income, they want to know that you come from a background yang you dah pernah kerja, and also bank statement to verify account mana yang dia nak bayar commission. Alright, and your investment, right? You nak start business. Kita cakap pasal entrepreneur kat sini. You want to be a business owner. Of course, there's going to be some investments. And the investment to start this business. First of all is the exam. Alright, so there's the Takaful punya license punya exam. Takaful Basic Examination, TVE. And that's 80 ringgit. It's all online now. If you want also to take the conventional license, this is an option. This is 140 ringgit. So if you want to have this extra exam, that's 140 ringgit. You can sell both. But even if you want to do TBE only, Takafu only, that's fine as well. You have the Catalyst Bootcamp and Orientation punya course for us to conduct that, excuse me. And you need to have an iPad compatible with the latest iOS. Asalkan you punya iPad ni boleh run the newest iOS, then you can do it. This is a big one because all of our business kat sini, benda ni akan menyenangkan hidup you. Nama macam capital, nama macam business punya startup cost, padahal beli iPad. You know, no matter what pun, it's still your asset, something yang you boleh pakai kan. So that's it. In terms of cost, one iPad is like, I don't know, 1,500 now kan. The total cost is less than 2,000. Even if you nak start buka kedai burger kat tepi jalan pun, it's going to cost you more. So it's very, very low startup capital. That's why I'm saying in terms of risk, the risk is low. Even before you come in, if you already have the clients, that means you know that they're coming in. Even if you buy an iPad, you settle you punya target, bulan depan dah dapat lah you punya 3,000 ke, 5,000 ke, 9,000 ke, terus dah boleh bayar all this cost. Alright, so that's why in terms of risk, there's not much of a risk when you start this business. The only most important thing is the commitment to learning and implementing knowledge. No point you other all this stuff, tapi the last one tak ada, it's not going to work as well. You need to have the commitment to learning new stuff, sebab ni benda baru, probably for most of you, and also to implement that knowledge, right? So, yeah, I mean, I told you I have a story just now, right? I wanted to tell you guys, right, in terms of business, because we don't know kat mana sekarang ni. Mungkin at this moment you are finding something that makes sense for you to start up a career ke, you nak try something new ke, you want to earn some extra income ke. But you know, all that is possible, and that's why I tell the team as well. Eventually, if you have your goals, go pursue it. You nak start a cafe, go ahead. You nak open another firm, go ahead. You want to jual product, nak start your own whatever boutique, go ahead. Because you dah ada income yang stable dekat sini. Once you become a manager, you dah ada that overriding that you can have in order to start a business. So you tak adalah start business tu dengan alamak, semua duit aku dah masuk kat sini, harap-harap lah berjaya. Tak. You dah ada something that's running passively. So when you start a business, benda tu jadi a passion. Benda tu you boleh really do it right, as opposed to nak fikir cost and all that. You coming from different energy, right? And you know, there's someone who's very famous, who famously, like macam, you know, I wanted to share about, right? So there's this billionaire, I don't know if you guys know, billionaire nama dia Vincent Tan, right? So billionaire Vincent Tan, and if you guys have heard of him, he is, he started like Berjaya Group. He bought also McDonald's, Starbucks, you know, Wendy's, a lot of big companies like that, right? So right now, of course, he's very successful lah. And he was most known at the beginning dulu masa dia brought McDonald's to Malaysia, right? So he was able to bring McDonald's to Malaysia because one time tu masa he was younger, masa ni it was like mid ataupun early 20s, dia nampak this magazine, early 20 years old, maksudnya umur dia lebih kurang 20 macam tu lah. So he saw this magazine, Time magazine tak silap, about the fastest growing fast food chain in the world, and it's McDonald's lah. So he was so interested, and then he wanted to bring it to Malaysia. So he sent letters to the States, kat McDonald's, untuk kata, I want to bring McDonald's to Malaysia. Tapi they didn't really entertain him. Dia tak layan dia sangat. So one day, McDonald's opened their first branch dekat Singapore. So masa dia buka kat Singapore tu, diorang nak cari potential investors untuk bawa ke Malaysia. So when they did the launch of the branch dekat Singapore tu, they invited a lot of successful people, business owners from Malaysia, and they also invited Vincent Tan because dia suka yang he's been writing letters and all that, right? So out of everyone dekat situ, they decided to give him the opportunity because he always believed in the vision. And in order to become the master franchisor nak bawa dekat Malaysia ni, dia kena bayar RM250,000 Malaysia at that moment. Right? So this was back then. Masa tu memang banyak lah duit tu. And you know what? That's a lot of money. And you just imagine this guy who is like early mid-20s tu, son of a lorry driver, mak dia housewife. How do you think that Vincent Tan was able to bring McDonald's to Malaysia? Bayar RM250,000. Alright, I'm going to tell you. Vincent Tan was the youngest AIA unit manager. That's right, he started in insurance. So very, very young, he started in insurance, he became a manager, and eventually when another opportunity came, he decided to go on that opportunity, and the rest is history. So it can be anything, right? You don't know. But for me, I know that I have passion in other businesses, tapi I sangat love the agency business. So no matter what pun, that's why we want to have a structure, system. No matter what I pursue, no matter what any members pursue, the business is still going to be around, inshallah. Alright, so if you're ready to be a catalyst and take control of your income potential, start paving your way to an extraordinary entrepreneur journey, get in touch with the person who invited you. Tell to them thank you. Don't forget to thank them for inviting you for today. I hope that this has been an informative session for you. I hope that you learned something new. At the very least, I hope that you entertain and belajar something new lah malam ni, right? So no matter what, if we cross path, kalau kita dapat work together, I am very much looking forward to that. Very much welcome. But if not, I still wish you all the best no matter what we do. I'm sure we're going to get through this. Everything is just going to be fine. Kita just keep moving forward. Wishing you guys all the best, inshallah. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for spending your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. So that's it from me. Thank you so much. This is Iki telling you to be a catalyst. See ya.
Causing a big change when I step into the scene. Yeah, I'm making a difference. Like I told you, I'm a catalyst. I'm a catalyst. I'm a catalyst.